Let's discuss Python float type. If you assign a value with a decimal point included, for example here x equal to 5.0, then Python automatically will directly assign to a float type. Let me show you. Yeah. Let's discuss more the float type based on my example here called float underscore demo. The float type is very similar to int, but uh, when you are doing an assignment, you are going to include a decimal point. For example, here it's 5.0. You can also do assignment with a float clause from hex. Here the hexadecimal value of a is converted into float. And in this case, if you see, you're not doing any special prefix of 0x, simply writing a. Let's run this program and see what's the output. So I run this program. Here you can see my y value, which is from hex, convert using method called from hex. A, which is 10, is converted into 10.0. The decimal value of a is 10, so it is converted here. Now there is another function called integer ratio, which just show the ratio. For example, here the value 5 is represented as 5:1. It also has a method called hex. You can see y.hex here, which represents your float value into hexadecimal, like the integer we had. It also supports the basic comparisons, the typical comparisons, what we had seen in integer, similar to that. Example here, equality, inequality, greater than, equal to, less than, same as what we had seen in integer type. It also supports the basic usual operators like plus is for addition, minus, asterisk for multiplication, division, and all of that we have seen it in integer type. It also supports the basic built-in functions, what we had seen in integer type, similar to here. One thing which is noticeable is it is using an inbuilt int, which converts your floating point number into an integer value. So here you can see the value, which was 5.0, doesn't have that .o. Similar to integer, you have a inbuilt function float. So the value 10 is an integer value. Here it gets converted into 10.0. It supports inline notations to do something like x plus equal to y or x minus equal to y. It also supports the multiple assignments where the values two variables can be assigned values with comma separated. So here you can see x is equal to 4, y is equal to 2.0. Bitwise operators are not supported in float type, although they were be used in integer type, but here it's not supported in float type. One last word I would leave you about float point is it is subject to rounding error. If you want to use a type that is more accurate without rounding error, then you might want to consider a method called decimal module.